Welcome back. It is day 2 of the Core Restore Advent Calendar. I'm Hope Savara with Mother Trucker Yoga. I'm taking you through a journey all about the core from the inside out so that you can keep on trucking, so that you can feel good again, so that you, my friend, can age healthy. All right, so today we're going to be working again with your mini ball. If you don't have a mini ball, all of these exercises you can do down on the floor without one. But if you want to work your core, smarter, not harder, harder as in the exercises are impossible. If you want to feel every core muscle that you have, ones you didn't even know, this is going to be your favorite tool. Okay, so we're going to come onto our back. If you missed out on our preview video on our pelvic floor, I want to encourage you to watch it. And also, if you missed day 1, you can go back and join. It's not too late. Okay, so I'm going to start it on the floor, and then I'm going to add that mini ball in. Again, you can choose to stay on the floor. So let's find what's called pelvic neutral. So that's where our pubic bone and our hip bones are parallel with the ceiling, kind of broad in the upper back. I have a house for a mouse. I have a little bit of space under my lower back. If you're a little fuller in the middle, I'm just going to keep that nice curve in the lower spine. If you tend to have tight shoulders, you're looking back instead of up. Put a pillow under your head until your chest is open and your head is laying nice and neutral. Okay, so the name of the game is stability before mobility. I'm going to pull up internally. Anal sphincter, perineum, urethra. We know those points of pelvic floor engagement. And I'm going to practice bringing one leg up off the ground and then the other leg up off the ground. This is called stability. Can I bring my legs up and hold here? That internal engagement so I feel less hip flexor. If you're feeling hip flexor, we want to work on those pelvic floor muscles, but that might also be a sign that you've been misusing some of those more superficial muscles rather than the very, very deep ones that we want to try to activate. And so I'm pulling up like a zipper. I'm pulling up internally. I'm going to hold this. This might be all you can handle. You might prefer to have one leg down and just do one side at a time. That's going to be totally up to you. So here I am in this floating position. I'm going to just tip slightly. My back is nice and broad. I'm internally engaging. I want to keep my ribs down and my pelvis stable. I'm moving from the hip, not from the knee. The knee is locked in place. So when you inhale, breathe wide into your rib cage rather than into your belly and lower one leg towards the ground. Now you're only going to lower as far as you can keep the back from arcing. So I'm pulling up and then back up to center. If it's helpful, put your hands at your hips and feel the movement from your hip. So inhale, lower down. Exhale, pull up. Think pelvic floor. Inhale, lower down. This is 2. Exhale, pull up. This is set number 3. Inhale, lower down. Chest is open. Exhale. Inhale, lower down. I'm engaging internally. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, breathe wide. Exhale, engage. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. If you're feeling a lot of hip flexor, don't drop as low. If you're feeling unstable with your pelvis, don't drop as low. The name of the game is like a permission slip. I can only go as far as I can stay stable. I can't be mobile if I can't be stable. 3 more on each side. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, engage. My knees are frozen in place. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift up. Last one. Inhale, lower down. I'm nice and stable here. Exhale, lift up. Let's lower the legs down and just kind of rock your pelvis like a boat here. So that's our first set. This is called heel lift and lower. Not very fancy. Sometimes I call it heel drops. For those of you that have a mini ball, we're going to tuck that mini ball underneath our hips. And now, so it's underneath where my pants are more than it's underneath where my lower back is. Just so if you're kind of like, where does that ball go? We want to make sure that we have that ball in place for ourselves. And remember too, that that ball is not overly inflated. We just want it inflated enough so that we can put our body on it. Rule of thumb, the larger the body frame, the more inflated the ball, the smaller the body frame, the ball's going to have a little bit more give or a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so pelvic neutral, pubis bone, hip bones, parallel with the ceiling, nice open shoulders. I'm engaging my pelvic floor muscles. It's so fatiguing, isn't it? I got to think about those muscles constantly, and my brain wants to think about other things. And so here I go again. Now, if I'm all over the place, I'm going to do just one leg, 10 rounds, and then the other leg, 10 rounds, okay? Or I'm down on the floor. I can also take more arm off the ground. Now, for those of you that are overachievers, the tendency is to be like, ooh, I'm going to be here. But if this is you, You are not gaining the right strength and discipline in your body that you want, okay? It's called misfiring, using the wrong muscles for the job. So I'm stable, pelvic floor. I'm gonna lift up and decide where I'm gonna start. I can take a little bit of arm off the ground. How steady and stable can I be? It's a good reality check, I always think. And a total of 20, 10 on each side. So here we go. Lower one down. Exhale, pull up internally. 1 and up. I'm nice and steady. 2. I'm only dropping as far as I can keep my hip flexors from screaming at me, and I can stay stable. So that's 2 or 4 total. Exhale, engage. Breathe into your lungs. Exhale. This is 4. Exhale. Engage pelvic floor. This is our 5th set here. Breathe out loud. And as you fatigue, remember, we're using these deep intrinsic muscles that we're not used to using. It's going to be tiring. Exhale. Keep with me. Pelvic floor, think about it. Let's go one more set. Engage, engage, engage. Last one, make it good. And up. Nice job. Legs come down slow. Let's just tip the pelvis a few times. If you have a mini ball, it's nice to even just drop side to side a little bit. Really give the back a nice stretch. And then up. Move your hips, bring your knees into your chest, feels good. Roll yourself to your side and up. So this is day 2 of our Core Restore Advent Calendar. We are focused on the core. Why? Because this is one of the most centric parts of the body. We need it as we age. We need it for our spine health, our hip health, our incontinent issues as we age. Our pelvic floor is absolutely essential, and I want to show you how you can engage it through all of the exercises we do during this Advent season. If you found that this exercise was helpful, this video was helpful, you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button, share it out with your friends and family, leave a comment below, all the good stuff, and stay tuned for day 3 for more core Advent exercises that you can do at home or on the go.